All right, Maniacs, how you guys doing on this Friday, June 21st, 2024? MOD coming at you with another video coming to you from the MOD Crypt. If you missed anything in the past week, click the eye, bring down the menu. Everything that you need to get caught up is there, and I appreciate it. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the bell for all notifications. That's very important so you get notified when I post new content. MOD, giving you only the real elite underground metal as always. Welcome to Metal Album Warfare Fridays here on the channel, and today we have an awesome battle of two war metal elites with Malgoth, Glory Through Savagery versus Revenge, Strike.Smother.Dehumanize. Now, I just got Revenge in the mail the other day, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago now, and I've had Glory Through Savagery since its release date in 2021. Both of them are incredible albums. So Glory Through Savagery was released in 2021 on Iron Bonehead Productions. And the lineup in Malgoth is as follows. We have Zach Smith, guitars, bass, drums, Donovan Gurton, vocals, and Steve Rasmussen, vocals as well. Now, Malgoth also hail from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which is really awesome. So we got a Canadian war metal band with these guys. Strike.Smother.Dehumanize was released in 2020 on Season of Mist Underground Activists. And Revenge are from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and the lineup in Revenge is as follows. On the studio albums, it's James Reed, all instruments and vocals. Alright, let's get into the fucking battle. So first up, we have Throne of Infinite Power from Malgoth versus Reaper, Abyss, Real Rain from Revenge. I gotta tell you, man, these tracks start off so thunderous, powerful, brutal, intense, aggressive. Throne of Infinite Power has a really amazing black metal-esque, like, atmosphere and a lot of rage and aggression and raw power and fucking crushing guitar work, some amazing drum work, and the dual vocalists really set this track on fire with pure war metal punishment, and I really love this track from Malgoth, so it's awesome track. Then we have Reaper, Abyss, Real Rain from Revenge, and again, you have amazing, powerful, fast war metal here. James Reed screaming like a goddamn maniac on this track, incredible drumming, really great lead work on this track, and of course with Revenge being who they are and what they stand for, this is an amazing track. What a great way to open Strike.Smother.Dehumanize. Both of these are getting the point. Next up, we have Barbaric Onslaught from Malgoth versus Rain Power Above All Born from Revenge. Barbaric Onslaught, another crushing, amazing war metal track with some low-end guitar work that slows things down a little bit, that adds for a little bit of a hook-inducing riff later on in the track, midway through and towards the end, but just a double bass, blast beat-driven onslaught of fucking insanity, intensity, aggression, nihilism, and misanthropy. So yeah, what a great track from Malgoth. Rain Power Above All Born from Revenge, absolutely fucking pummeling, just insane war metal. James Reed bellows and screams like an absolute banshee, unhinged on this track, sounds like a psychopath on the verge of a homicidal fucking frenzy. Amazing track here, great drumming. James Reed's drumming is so fucking tight and intense, very, very varied, and he's got a lot of power to his technique. Vocally, he just sounds insane. Guitar work on this is absolutely visceral, with some great lead work on here as well. This one getting a point, so we have a 2-2 tie. Next, you have Clubbed Into Pulp from Malgoth versus Oath Violator from Revenge, and I gotta tell you, both these tracks are sonically fucking powerful. Clubbed Into Pulp's a little slower in parts to start things off, but it picks up in intensity later on with some really incredible guitar work, drums, bass, and vocals. Dual vocalists, once again, just give this track such an incredible atmosphere. Oath Violator from Revenge, absolute fucking maniacal, barbaric savagery. War metal brilliance from both these tracks. Oath Violator just sounds so fucking inhuman and absolutely fucking barbaric. It's just an attack of destruction, death, and mayhem, and both these tracks are awesome, both getting a point, so we have a 3-3 tie right now. Next up, you have Unrelenting Force from Malgoth versus Salvation, Smother, Genocide of Flock from Revenge, and I gotta give this one to Revenge. Unrelenting Force is a good track. It's a little slower, kind of felt like a filler track from Malgoth, but it's a bit of a slower track in parts, a little more of a doom black metal track than a war metal track, but still really good. But Salvation, Smother, Genocide of Flock from Revenge is just top tier savagery, aggression, rage, rawness, power, and an onslaught of just pure fucking Strike.Smother.Dehumanization. I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like the genocide of the sheep, of the Inferion, hailing the Superion. James Reed, you did a great job on this one, so Revenge getting the point. We have a 4-3 lead for Revenge. Next, we have Immortal Torment from Malgoth versus Human Animal from Revenge. Two amazing tracks here, barbaric savagery in different directions on these tracks, but Malgoth has a more black metal approach to their war metal, so does Revenge. But this one really sounds like the insanity just cranked up. Lots of torment on this one, atmosphere-wise, and some great guitar work, very fast drumming, powerful double bass with a raw production on this album that just makes it so much more visceral, evil, and violent, and the dual vocalists really give it an inhuman feel and a feeling of just absolute evil. Human Animal from Revenge, absolute fucking savagery, driving, brutal, mind-rendering explosion. I mean, this is just absolute fucking brutality from Revenge. So these are both getting a point. We have a 5-4 lead for Revenge. Next up, Executing the Weak from Malgoth. Absolutely amazing track versus Excommunication from Revenge. Two amazing war metal attacks on all of your senses. Nothing here is forced or contrived. Everything feels like it fell into place properly when it comes to the writing, and the overall drive and goal of both these tracks and albums is unparalleled. Two war metal tracks of pure brilliance, both getting a point, so we have a 6-5 lead for Revenge. Next up, Destroyed by Savages by Malgoth versus Lightning Mythos from Revenge, and I gotta tell you, both these tracks deliver. They deliver in their punishment, they deliver in their heaviness, their brutality, the lyrics, the meaning, the war metal attack. It's just pure destruction of all of your senses that pummels you into absolute dust in a fury of chaos and death and destruction. And these are amazing tracks. They're both getting a point. Next up, Spiritual Contamination versus Self-Segregation, System Torch. Spiritual Contamination from Malgoth, Self-Sabotage, System Torch from Revenge. And I gotta tell you, what amazing deep cuts on these albums. Okay, Spiritual Contamination just sounds like somebody who's just being pummeled by a war metal onslaught in a war, completely driven to madness. Just awesome fucking war metal here from Malgoth. I cannot get over how good this track is. There's a really great variation between tempo speeds that shift a little bit on this one that create a really memorable experience from Malgoth. Now, Self-Segregation, System Torch from Revenge, another amazing track. Absolute fury, full-on fury, but there are some slower parts that give it a really great groove on this track as well, and Revenge did a great job of incorporating a little more variation on Strike.Smother.Dehumanize, and the production on this record is raw as well, but a little clearer, so you can hear things a little better, but still definitely not a polished production. Both these tracks are great, so they're both getting a point, so we have an 8-7 lead for Revenge. Next, Cauldron of Pus from Malgoth versus Death Hand Strike Dehumanization from Revenge, and I gotta tell you, two war metal fucking tracks of pure visceral insanity, brutality, rage, aggression, dominance, onslaught, brain skull bashing fucking insanity. Just pure raw aggression from these tracks, and again, they have that hook-inducing riff structure going on both these tracks, and the war metal punishment does not let up. These tracks are fucking awesome. They're both getting a point, so we have a 9-8 lead for Revenge. Finally, we have the Age of Eternal Iron from Malgoth versus Apostasy Imposed Takeover Mode from Revenge. What great ways to close these two masterpieces. I mean, just fucking listen to these albums start to finish. You will feel like a bloody, battered heap that's just been in battle for the last 10 years. That's what these tracks make you feel like. They're brutal, punishing, relentless, raw, chaotic, driving, maddening, intense. Fucking war metal punishment. Okay, both these tracks absolutely killer with some great riffs, memorable hook-inducing sections, fast, brutal drumming on both of these, and the vocals from Malgoth are the dual vocalists. So you have the lower and the lower vocals and the black metal vocals and the death metal vocals. They just really round out the record so fucking well. Of course, you got James Reed screaming like a fucking lunatic on the verge of absolute homicidal rage again all over this record, and Apostasy Imposed Takeover Mode is no different. These are both getting a point. So let's add up the scores. Glory Through Savagery coming in with 9 points. Strike.Smother.Dehumanize coming in with 10. So Revenge takes this battle, but just by 1 point, because both bands are absolutely killer and worth purchasing. Listen to these bands now. You will not regret it. Hail the fucking underground. Alright, man, that's going to do it for the Metal Album Warfare Fridays here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. If you're new, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. Merchandise coming up on the screen. You have the Music of Destruction, Spread the Plague, Annihilate the Human Race. You got 4 different colors, 5 different designs. It's got me giving the finger with my hair in my face. Spread the plague, annihilate the human race. It's on bonfire right now. Janelle's coming up with new designs. Thank you to everybody who's been buying shirts so far. I really, really appreciate you guys. You've been awesome there. Go there, check it out. We're coming up with more shirt designs as we speak. Also coming up on the screen, MOD, Raw Fucking Intolerance. It's got me doing the double fingers, the war metal pose, absolutely killer, with the shades on and the chains and stuff. It says Raw Fucking Intolerance on the back, green lettering. Janelle, you did an amazing job with this shirt. Again, this one has 5 different designs, 4 different colors. Thank you to everybody who's been checking out the merch and purchasing. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Really, really appreciate you. Janelle, thank you for all of your hard work. I love you. Join the channel. Join the MOD Elite Legion. Okay, become an MOD Elite VIP. You get great perks for $4.99 a month. Hit the join button. You get access to exclusive content, doing a new podcast on the history of blasphemy very, very soon, episode number 50. You're going to get review requests, a top 15, a metal album ranking, a metal album warfares, a review, or an album ranking, or a top 15. That will cycle, obviously. You're also going to get member collaborations if you have a metal YouTube channel, band promotions and interviews if you have a band. You're also going to get early access to all new content, anywhere from 4 to 12 hours before everybody else. And you're going to get members-only live stream request radio shows on Saturday nights. I mean, it's a no-brainer to join this channel, man. Absolutely fucking awesome. So thank you to everybody who has become channel members and for all of the super chats. Shout out time of the video. We have Barry and Rich, the silent producer of That Goat Metal Show. We have Shredbeard over my buddy Trevor. We have Mike Bogish. We have Mark Chaos Massacre, who has 2 channels, Mark Chaos Massacre, the Skull MCM. We have Realms of Metal, my buddy Eddie. Make sure you check him out as well. And Deadite Delight. His channel will be down below. Make sure you check them out. They're all great friends of mine, great metal YouTubers. Also, check out my buddies' bands. We have Josh Dominus and Morticide. We have Aiden from Hull of Calzaria. We have Justin, Lane, and Kyler of Cadaver Right. And Barry, Ramon, Louie, and all those guys, and the new member of Godamentus celebrating their 30th anniversary. Links down below to Death Farm Records where you can buy the CD and the merch. Go and support my brothers. I would really appreciate it. So would they. All right, man, that's going to do it for me tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for the collaboration with Yosuke from Nuclear War Now Records. He's going to be live with me on MOD at 4 p.m. We're going to be talking about the origins of Nuclear War Now Records and future plans and releases. I'm out of here. Hails.